This world that we live in is such a terrible place to be. The people you trust are the ones who will disappoint you. The people you love will kill you. Will be the ones to destroy you. This world that we live in is such a terrible place to be. The people you trust are the ones who will disappoint you. The people you love will kill you. Will be the ones to destroy.
Why? I don't need this now.
Ellen, so this is true. So this is true.
What is true?
Hi.
What is true?
Helen, all I want from you now is the truth. Only the truth.
Mama, there is no other truth other than this. There is no other truth. I mean, Heaven knows
Heaven knows nothing, Helen. Heaven knows nothing. How dare you bring heaven into this when the physical evidence is there in your hand? Before every hand. Before every eye in this community. Okay. Where have you been all this while? Where have you been with the child? Hi.
Mama, coming to the village was not the best. Coming to the village was not the best. Mama, what am I going to do to convince you? To believe me that I have never slept with any other man except my husband since I got married to him.
Okay. What you're telling me now is the nurses changed the child. They changed the child. Helen.
The nurses did not change the child. They brought the child to me immediately after its delivery.
Hi.
Mama, please believe me. Hey. How am I going to convince you?
Your husband brought your things back. Brought your properties back to this house. Verbally terminating your marriage with him. Helen, see the shame you put to this family.
No.
See the disgrace you put into this house.
Mama, what did you tell me?
A man that has come to save his family. What did I tell you?
Hi. Mama, you didn't beg on my behalf. Mama, what did you tell him?
But I go and look. I see what you do to that thing you call it.
Mama, don't call my child a thing. Don't call my child a thing. Mama, how can you? You're my mother.
I will never be a mother to a prostitute. I will never be a mother to a whore. Leave my side. I look for someone else to take that thing to.
Mama, I come to you as my mother. And this is what you say to me. Call me a whore. My own mother. I don't deserve this. God in heaven knows I don't deserve this.
I've succeeded. Enemies have succeeded. Hi. I have brought shame to this one.
Hey, Mama. So the whole thing is so deep that you no longer answer a knock on your door.
Mama, you're welcome, please. Sit down. Uzoma, how are you?
I'm fine. In the first place, why do you want to know how we feel? Why do you want to know? Anyway, where is your wife? I heard she has delivered. So I came to see her.
Mama, it's not like that. It's just that...
It's not like that, but what? I say, where is your wife? I want to see her and the new baby. Let me leave your house.
Mama, something happened.
What happened? The baby refused to come, or your wife ran away with the baby. What happened? Which?
Mama, the baby is not mine.
What is your brother saying?
He's simply trying to explain to you that his so-called precious wife has been having an affair with an Oyibo man and she got pregnant for the man.
Hey! Hello, man. So it is true. Your almighty wife. You are evergreen queen. Your wonderful morning star that made you forget your mother. Dumped your brother. Neglected your sister. Yeah? So finally, your evergreen queen is a whore. Hello, May. Ask him hello, May. You remember to Juleju, my mother knows. Hello, May. I said it. Nonsense.
I gave Helen everything. I gave her my love. I gave her my heart. I gave her everything that a wife would ever expect in a husband. But Helen went behind me to sleep with another man, so much so that she became pregnant.
Mama, you can now imagine all I went through in that woman's hand.
I can imagine, my son. I can imagine. And hope she did not live with that guy that was given to her the other time. Hope she did not live with it. Anyway, where is Junior?
Junior has gone to sleep.
He has gone to sleep.
We're even sure that Junior is the son.
Uzoma, watch your mouth.
Why must he watch his mouth? Why must he watch his mouth?
Uzoma, watch your mouth.
I said, why must he watch his mouth? Since things can happen. It can as well happen.
Yes.
It could be that Junior is not your son.
Yes. After all, Junior only bears any resemblance.
You're right. You're right.
I told him.
You've seen it. You've seen it.
I warned him, I told him. Jumps from man to man.
Helen, what is all this?
What is all what, Mama?
You asking what is what? Don't you have eyes? Can't you see how dirty everywhere is?
Mama, can't you see it's raining? I would have gone outside to arrange everything, but it's raining.
Oh, assuming I had walked in with a visitor. So this is what the visitor would have seen.
Mama, please, I hope you're not referring to my child. Are your visitors more important than my child? Your grandchild?
Devil blind you. Devil blind you, idiot. I, Adana, will never be a grandmother to a child that do not know the father.
Mama.
Don't mama me. Helen, don't you ever mama me. Do you understand? Do you know what I go through out there every day with tongue waggling about my daughter? About my daughter who got pregnant outside wedlock?
I did not get pregnant outside my matrimonial home. I only sleep with my husband.
Then where is the father? Where is the father now? Come jogging. Where is the father?
I know the father of my child, and the father of my child is Richard.
Helen. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. Lying like a child when the truth is so obvious. Helen, do you ever sit and think about the shame you brought to this family? Do you? And you're here, your mouth is running out.
Mama, I did not bring any shame to any family. I am not ashamed of myself. I know the father of my child.
Then go and meet the father of this child and leave my home. Leave my house. Did you hear me? Leave my home and take this thing away from my house.
Mama, please don't call my child a thing, please.
Mama, relax. These things do take time. Besides, there's nothing to worry about. Julia is my son. Don't worry.
Listen, my son. The thought of a woman is deeper than that of men. It is better we confirm first. Do you get me?
It's alright. The doctor is here already.
Sorry for keeping you people waiting. Mr. Richard, I could have gotten a result ready as at yesterday, but I had to send it to another specialist for reconfirmation.
It's alright. So, what's the result?
The result shows clear differences and unmatching traits between your genotype and that of the boy.
I don't understand. What does that mean?
Meaning, there is no way you are the father of this child.
What?
Doctor, you mean my son is not the true father of this boy?
It is very, very possible.
Hey!
You see, the blood and the gene does not match in any way.
Hey! Chimo!
People you love will kill you. Will be the most.
God, what misfortune is this? I wish all these are just one nightmare that come and will fade away. I didn't sleep with any other man. Heaven knows I didn't. Yet my child doesn't look like me, not my husband. Where did this child come from then? Is this a curse? Or an evil from my enemies to chase me away from my husband's house? Ellie. Ellie.
Listen that you just sat here like this. I hope nothing has happened again.
I'm so glad you came.
Yeah.
I'm really so glad you came.
You know I'll always come now.
Amaka, I'm so happy to see you.
What are we friends for? So how are you?
I am as fine as my life circumstance has kept me.
Don't take life like that now. It can't be that bad, eh? Don't worry, everything will be alright. So, how is Mama?
Mama, she doesn't even want to have anything to do with me.
That bad?
I just irritate her.
Oh.
I just irritate her.
No. So, have you heard from Richard, your husband?
Do I have a husband?
Oh, Eileen, don't talk like that now. You know you still have a husband. Everything will be alright.
I have a husband.
Oh, don't start again now. Don't start.
Look at me. Look at me now. Oh.
It will be alright.
I don't have a husband anymore. I don't have a husband anymore.
Oh God, it's alright.
But I used to have a husband. I used to have a very loving husband. A son, a wonderful son, and a very good home. Then all of a sudden, this child comes. This strange child comes and I lose everything. I've lost everything.
And then you haven't lost anything. You haven't. Look, do you know what I've been doing? I have spoken about your case to a couple of people. You know, so as to seek their opinions. And then along the line, someone asked me a question that I think I should ask you. Richard, do they along the line have this mixed blood, you know, half-caste thing, something like that in their lineage? Think.
I don't know. I don't think so. You've met both his parents now. I don't think so.
You know, because if they do, that would explain genetically why your child is that way.
Amaka, please, I don't know. You soon start asking me about his ancestors.
You know, somebody in the medical field informed me that genetic traits and structures along the line do disintegrate. But it does not disappear completely. It might hide. Do you understand what I'm saying? It might hide, but later resurface after a period of time.
How? I mean, how does it...
Genetic test. That is what we would have insisted on in the first place. It's just that due to our forefathers' ignorance over modern science, it has forced us not to believe that these things happen or are true. So let's try this genetic test and we'll see what will happen. Let's try it. Let us try it out. We'll go back to the city, you'll meet with my doctor, and we'll carry out this test. You see that everything will be alright. Let's try it.
That means I have to come back to the city.
Of course, we'll go there and do it.
In your friend's hospital?
Yes. Everything will be alright. Hey, Kathleen.
When are we going to the city? You know we have to go maybe 3 days time. 3 days time. We are going tomorrow. Tomorrow? Yes. It's okay, darling. It's okay.
I have just one question for you, Helen, and I want a direct answer.
Yes, what is it?
I want to know about Junior.
Yes, what about Junior?
Who is his father?
You, of course.
Hey, shut up! We went for NDLEA test.
Mama, DNA.
DNA, eh? DNA test.
Yes.
And it was confirmed that Junior is not my son's son. And you're here telling me what? You're a fool. Idiot.
Don't even touch it. Richard, Richard,
I said don't touch him.
I tried to explain, but you wouldn't listen.
What is going on here? My in-laws, welcome.
May the gods punish you for referring to us as your in-laws.
Amen.
May Amadio have punished you for this daughter of a devil you gave us as a wife.
Amen.
God forbid on your head.
Olama, it is me you're talking.
Which Olama? Shh, don't call me Olama again.
But my in-laws, why can't you just go inside and talk things over?
Go inside and talk what over? Ask your daughter her mission in Richard's house. Ask her who Junior's father is.
Meaning?
Meaning that Junior is not my son.
Richard.
I have the result of a DNA test. Your daughter can explain better to you.
Yes, sir.
Hey!
Helen.
Abomination.
Helen, tell me this is not true. Tell me this allegation is false.
Mama, I didn't know what to do.
Oh!
Well, you've heard her. I have brought him back. He's not my flesh and blood.
Yes, sir.
I came here with my family and the eldest of my kindred to stand here as official witnesses as I return this boy to your daughter. Yes. Let's go.
Don't touch him. Don't even touch him. Let's go.
Happier. Let's go.
Don't touch him. Mama, leave her.
We are kind of. Don't touch it.
Mama, leave her. Mama, leave her. You should leave me alone. Leave my business.
Oh yeah, go happier. Open this. Come and drive me back.
Why did you do this to me? When I've done nothing wrong to you. Why did you turn your back on me? When I needed you the most. Think about what you're doing. Confessing rejection for the sake of our one child. Confessing rejection. Think about what you do. Confessing rejection for the sake of our generation. Confessing rejection. I gave you my heart, but you brought it back broken. And you roasted you in my heart, and you returned it shattered. Is this how you pay me back for all the years of love and dedication? Is this how you say thank you for all my faithfulness? Oh, you have killed me. Why did you do this to me? When I've done nothing wrong to you. Why did you turn your back on me? When I needed you the most. Think about what you're doing. Confessing rejection for the sake of our one child. Confessing rejection.
Helen. Helen.
Yes, Mama.
Hi. So you were 3 weeks pregnant when you had your traditional marriage with Richard.
Yes, Mama.
Why didn't you tell me?
Mama, I was so confused. I was scared. I didn't even know I was pregnant. And when I knew, I went to the man that impregnated me. He rejected it.
That is no excuse. Helen, are you a child? Now, where is the man?
I don't know. Another woman was equally pregnant for him at that time. I heard he later married her. Mama, I didn't really bother because Richard came along, so I...
That is no excuse. That is no excuse whatsoever for you to make Richard to believe another person's son is his.
Mama, but I had good intentions.
No good intentions about that at all.
Mama, Richard came as my last alternative. I was confused. Also, I didn't want the world to see me as a single mother with a child.
And now what are you? What are you, Helen? What are you? A lady chased away with 2 kids whose paternity cannot be ascertained?
Mama, my second child is Richard's. Richard is the father of my second child. Mama, I know that very well.
Helen, go and tell that to the birds in the air. Do you understand? Abomination.
Welcome. No. What an unexpected visit.
Amma, you made yourself a stranger. You left us in the village to come and stay with your son. At a stage, we were beginning to wonder whether you had become Richard's new wife.
I am nine. Considering what happened recently, I must be around my son to protect him from all these young girls parading themselves around, looking for men to deal with.
You are very correct. One has to be very, very careful nowadays, especially when it comes to some certain ladies.
In fact, before he will get married again, he must be very, very careful. In fact, let me call him. Welcome, Hey.
They are the same all over the world. They never know when their children are old enough to be on their own.
Richard.
My fathers, you're welcome.
Richard, how did you do?
Fine, thank you. This visit is surely a surprise. Welcome.
Richard,
Welcome.
with the recent development, it should not surprise you to see us.
With what happened recently, everything scares me. Everything. How can a man wake up one morning only to be told that his 2 children are no longer his, but the product of an illicit affair that the wife he loved so much and trusted had behind him?
Even to the extent of bringing in a half-caste, claiming that it's my son's child. How can?
That is why we've come here. There are something the elders almost forgot.
Yes.
Something we felt is an issue. Something that we want you, Richard, to go and verify before he rejects his own blood.
I mean, I don't understand. What happened?
Richard, your late father was my age mate. We all grew up together in the village. And your grandfather, Ichi Onui, at the time was the only person in our community who could read or write. He was able to do that because he lived in the mission, among the missionaries.
Nail Kunta, I mean, that is ancient history. I mean, ancient history that goes far back to my great-grandfather.
To you, it is ancient history. But to those people who saw it happen and then proceeded to tell us, it is history we must live with. Yes, every day of our lives. You did not know your grandfather. He was dead before you were born.
Yes, but my father told me that my great-grandfather was called Mr. White of White those days. I mean, Whatever that means. I wish I knew him.
But have you ever wondered why he was called white on white?
No, not necessarily. What's the point? After all, the man is dead.
Yes, he is dead, but his history lives on. Your great-grandfather was called white on white because he married a Portuguese woman.
Eh?
Yes.
No, wait, please.
Yeah.
No, are you telling us that somewhere along my lineage, somebody married a foreigner?
I am trying to tell you that your great-grandfather married a white Portuguese woman. It was terrible then because the villagers almost killed that woman, but for the timely intervention of the colonial masters. She was a very influential lady, very religious. She introduced Christianity into our community and even taught our people how to say the rosary. And from there, it came down to us. So you have a very interesting history, but you don't know it.
Richard, all what he said is true. And he was in a woman named Mandui. He who knows his father knows his ancestors. That is why we have come to tell you all this. Because there is that mixed blood in your lineage. The child with Helen may be yours.
Look at my son. He is dark in and out.
Yes.
How can somebody tell me that he has traces of white in him? How can?
It might not show on his body. But then, we all know that blood is thicker, even deeper than water.
Yes.
All what we are trying to say is that Richard should first of all go for the DNA test before he gives his child away out of ignorance.
We are suggesting he does it as soon as he can, because you see, like leprosy, you leave the son and attacks the grandson. So you must endeavor to do that test and reclaim your child.
The guy is equal one guy. The guy I follow.
I guess you all have been waiting to solve this puzzle once and for all.
Yes, doctor. And suspense is killing me here. Please tell me, doctor. Is the child mine?
Mr. Richard, you see, according to the DNA results here before me, you are the father of the child.
So, really, I am the father of the child?
Yes. You see, that's the mystery of genetics and DNA composition. Once it is there and can manifest at any time. Though the strength of the foreigner's blood could dominate, it is rare in a case like this, although it do happen.
Let's go. Mind up. Thank God. Let's go. Richard, let's go. Doctor, thank you very much. Thank you. Our in-laws, please, we have come to beg. Let's forget about the past and let bygone be bygone.
Amadi, I am glad because our daughter has been vindicated. But we cannot forget the humiliation your family meted out to her.
Our in-laws, we are so sorry. We were angry and we were misguided. Please, pardon us.
We gave out our daughter to your son because you love your son.
Yes.
And it is not our duty to dictate to her what she's going to do.
Our daughter, we cannot decide for you. But, do you still want to go back to your husband? You haven't said anything.
Yes, man. But
Thank you, my sweetheart. Really, I'm ashamed, you know. I'm deeply sorry for doubting you in the first place. Forgive me.
I'll come back to you on one condition. That you accept my son, Junior.
Well, I've always loved you. Also, I've always seen Junior as part of me, flesh and blood. I want us all to be together and be happy. So the family without Junior now is not complete. So I accept.
Thank you, my son.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry for all the lies I told you. I promise I'll never lie to you again.
It's alright. I forgive you. I'm sorry too for doubting you. Calm down, okay? Everything that happened now belongs to the past, okay? It's alright.
Kwenu, 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 kwenu.
Okay, yes, I do.
Why did you do this to me? When I've done nothing wrong to you. Why did you turn your back on me? When I needed you the most. Think about what you're doing. Confessing rejection for the sake of our one child. Confessing rejection. Think about what you do. Confessing rejection for the sake of our generation. Confessing rejection. I gave you my heart, but you brought it back broken. I trusted you with all my heart, and you returned it shattered.